Okay, so this is what the DJI should be used for, you know? It's made for sticking on the windscreen of your car and recording yourself on the way to work. For stupid angles or angles that are a little bit trickier to get. But use it for this. Use it for the fun aspect, because that is what it is. It is a fun, small camera you can chuck in your pocket. You can stick to the windscreen of your car while you're driving along and talk absolute nonsense like I am. You don't need all the cinematic B-roll nonsense. If you do it with a proper camera. You know, if you can do it with this, well done, fair play to you. But I can't. I mean, look at the state of this summer house. So this is an example of what I mean. I can talk to you guys while I tackle this mess. You know, judge me all you want. It's boxes from building a gym and from Christmas presents. The good thing is I can look at this and check my framing while I'm talking to you guys. It's really helpful. So like I say, don't get caught up in thinking that you need cinematic B-roll in all your videos just because that's what you see other YouTubers do. People are forgetting that it's a tool, and yes, you can make cinematic video if you want to sit there and take the time to do it. But without the skills and the knowledge of how to do that, I think you could end up quite disappointed in the results. Use this camera for funny angles, for hanging out your car window, for funny videos with your family, funny videos with a dog. Tie it to your dog, you know? I haven't done that yet. I might try it. I don't know if I'm that brave. It's still a £600 camera, isn't it? So in this video, I just want to explain what the Osmo 3 should actually be used for, and how you can save yourself a lot of frustration before you buy it. Because if you're anything like me, you would have watched loads of YouTube videos and watched all these professionals with their professional B-roll, making it all look fantastic. And then you might end up doing what I've done and get the camera and realise that is a lot of effort to make your videos look that good. Whereas you could just use this camera for what it's meant for, which is this, you know. I can wander around my summer house, tidy this absolute mess up, talk to you guys, and not have to be sitting at my desk in my little studio, you know. Purchases like this can be quite emotional. But I mean, you can see someone else's video of them having a wonderful time on holiday with their family with great B-roll, you know, like real cinematic looking shots. And then you think, I want some of that. I can do that. If I have this camera, I can do that. I can be a YouTuber, which, you know, it's great, but I don't think you'll get the results that you're hoping for. Not as easy as you hope anyway. If I keep looking down, because I'm just looking at my notes. Well, I mean, you can hang this thing out a car window. Attach it to the outside of your car if you're brave enough. There's so many different mounts, and I've used quite a few of them. I've not had an issue, to be honest. I mean, look at this. Look, it tracks you. Use it for this. Use it to walk around and talk. If you want to do cinematic shots, buy a cinematic camera. That's what I think. I mean, the pros, the gimbal is incredible. I can't knock that. I'll upload some footage of us going down the seafront or whatever, just driving along in the car and see. You can see what that looks like. The low light is actually decent. Again, the same footage of us going down the seafront, driving along. That's me hanging the camera out the window, just handheld. It looks fantastic, especially you put a black mist filter on, you get a real nice look. Form factor, I can take this anywhere. I can literally just chuck it in my pocket and go. I keep it in the car actually, I keep it in the glove box, in the little case that it comes in. When we go on holiday, it's coming with me. I'd be crazy not to take it, you know. I do have other cameras, but the form factor makes this usable. You know, you don't feel like a Burke. I can walk around the high street. I live in a horrible place. I live in Southend, but I can walk around talking to this camera, and no one batters an eyelid because it's so discreet, I guess. The compatibility with the DJI mic. This mic, the quality is incredible. It really is good. It's small, discreet. You can get the mic mini. If you don't buy the Creator Combo kit, I'd probably go with the mic mini just because it is smaller. If you don't need the 32-bit float. If you don't know what 32-bit float is, you don't need it. That's the way I see it. And I don't know what 32-bit float is. So, could have saved myself some money, I think. I mean, you can control this with the Mimo app, which I've done. I mean, that's how I set up this shot. And it's brilliant. Again, if you have it mounted to the outside of the car, as long as you're not driving, you can control the angle of the camera. And I find that really helpful. There's some incredible rolling shots. I haven't really tried that yet, but a lot of the stuff I've seen online, like a lot of car YouTubers are doing rollers with these cameras. And I mean, you're looking at thousands of pounds normally for the cost of entry to get this kind of stuff. So I think price, size, quality, the gimbal function, for what you're paying is very good. Very, very good. The negatives, there aren't any negatives to the device itself. The device works fantastically well. The negatives comes in with, you're not going to pick this camera up and be Christopher Nolan. Let's put it that way. I think that's what a lot of people are going to struggle with. They're going to get it and get frustrated that their footage doesn't look how they want it to look. And I'll be honest, no one wants to spend hours colour grading, do they? If you're not being paid for this, and this is a hobby, do you want to spend hours colour grading? Because I don't. The settings that I'm using now, this is straight out of the camera. This is on automatic mode. I think I've got it to auto, but I've got the exposure value to minus 0.7, which I find is the best. It does have a habit of overexposing, but this is okay. So in conclusion, I just want to highlight that, yes, it is a brilliant camera, brilliant tool, but it won't make anything cinematic straight out of the box. Buy it and use it for what it's meant to be used for. You know, I can put this anywhere in here. I'll chuck it on here. There you go. I can walk around, get on with my workout. I could talk to you while I'm working out. I could talk to you while I'm clearing the rubbish out. There's a lot I could do with this camera that I couldn't do with the big one. You know, if I brought my Sony down here, I've got to set it up. You know, I've got to bring the tripod. I've literally got this sat on a weights tree. It's literally like sitting on top of there. How easy is that? Again, look at the stabilisation. Look at that mess. I can stick you guys on top of here if I wanted. I'm going to change the angle. I'm going to put you on here. How's that? Change of view. Again, double tap my face. There you go. Active track enabled. That's perfect, isn't it? So, buy it. By all means, buy it. I'm not saying don't buy it. It's well worth the money. But just don't buy it with the wrong intentions. Anyway, if you like it, if you like the video, got anything from this at all, please consider liking or subscribing, you know. I'm trying to make a go of this. If I can start getting some traction with these videos, I can maybe get some other kit to review, maybe do some comparisons. I'd really like to compare this with maybe an iPhone with the new Osmo iPhone gimbal. I think it's the 7, and then there's a 7P, which I guess is the 7 Pro. I think that'd be a really good comparison. But anyway, it's probably the worst video you've ever seen on YouTube. But hey, I'll try to add some videos in to make it look better than just me talking to the camera. How about that? Give you an idea of what the plan is, shall I? I'll give you an idea of the plan. So, I was thinking about turning this room into like a, into sort of like a YouTube studio, but it's just too messy. And this gym equipment is heavy as well. I don't really fancy moving it. Let me turn this light down. I don't fancy moving all this gym equipment. So what we might do, there is another room. We've got this room, which is a mess, but let me turn the light on. We've got some space. We tidy all this up. We get rid of the rubbish. Move the Christmas tree into the corner once we get rid of all the wood scraps from doing the wooden flooring. Stack some stuff up, get rid of some cardboard boxes. My tools aren't going anywhere. They're all going to have to stay here. I can maybe move them around a little bit, but you know, it's shelving. I've got a desk here. It's not the biggest desk, but it's big enough to film videos on, I think. I've also got like a over desk camera mount and stuff that's going to go on there. But anyway, that's a sneaky look into what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, if you guys start watching these videos. Again, I'm not going to do it if the videos don't get traction, because what's the point? You know? As much as I enjoy it, I think it'd be better if other people are enjoying it too. Anyway, I'm going to go back in the house now and watch some TV with the wife. I should work out really, but you'll see there'll be a theme here. I buy stuff and don't use it, but I'll explain more about that later.